rendition of the national anthem. Back with more right after this. Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and our reporter Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. We're pleased to be joined by one of the greatest players to ever take the WNBA hardwood, Candace Parker.
Thanks, BA. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun.
And here's what the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder looks like. Monday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Oklahoma City starting five. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jarrett Allen. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Barrett in at the three, the small forward. And for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Mann is out there with Paul George. And it's Toscano in at the point guard position. Basket counts. Candace is someone who has played for a Los Angeles team. What do you think it's like for the Clippers now, playing away from their home these last few years?
Well, when you win and you advance in the playoffs, slowly but surely people get on that bandwagon bus. So you're going to see more and more LA Clippers fans on the road.
Johnson passes to Barrett. Back to Johnson. The three ball. Barrett finds Markkanen. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Valanciunas with a rebound. Here's Toscano. Lets it fly from 18. The rebound by Allen. Johnson with it. Started now by George. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Free throw drops for Johnson.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Keon Johnson.
He's perfect from the line this time. About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Toscano. To the inside. Valanciunas. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
First team foul.
Free throw drops from Valanciunas.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
It's so wonderful to see the growth of the WNBA, engaging new fans and sponsors. Candace, how does the league continue that ascent, you think?
I think the WNBA has to continue to do things different. We are a different game than the NBA, and we can't always use the NBA's blueprint as ours. So I think we need to continue to push that and, you know, open up more doors for ourselves.
Good point. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Markkanen.
For a stretch four who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
Beyond the arc. That one no good. So Oklahoma City will take it the other way. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Allen. Here's Barrett. Allen finds Barrett. Knocks it down from distance. Barrett's got 6.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Well, Candace, the Milwaukee Bucks winning the 2021 title, it just goes to show you that small market teams, big market teams, every fan base should know their team has a chance to win if they're run properly. And we saw that with the Bucks last season.
Well, we're seeing the support from the entire city, the entire state, and how great it is to see a team like that has had a superstar that decided to stay with the Bucks, that re-signed when many probably would have left. How important it is for that city. And so I think that, you know, a lot of teams are going to take this blueprint and try to recreate it.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the Clippers call time here. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Candace, the WNBA has just reached its 25th anniversary. You've been a big part of the league for a lot of that time. What changes have you noticed through the years?
Well, the league has definitely grown. It's 25 years, and I like to say 25 years young. I think we have a whole lot more upside. The style of play is changing, and it's definitely benefiting watching and it being entertaining. So I think that we need to continue to grow our game, maybe a couple expansion teams, bigger rosters, so that more talented players can make the WNBA.
To halt the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
This right here is exactly what he should look to do. Use his size to bully his way inside and finish.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Another positive has been their play in the paint offensively.
And the free throw, no good. Lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City the rebound. Pass to Lewis. Back to Johnson. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Neto. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. Oklahoma City's gone only 2 of 6 from the three-point line in this first quarter. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's the three. They grab their own miss. Here's Zubats. Jones with the block. And he recovers it. They shoot again. And Zubats finishes inside.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Johnson. Counted from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Kennard. 14 feet away. A nice shot by Zubats.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
And here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Baisley.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Well, Candace, it's surprising the number of great players who struggle at the free throw line. What advice would you give them?
It's interesting. I've had this conversation with Shaq a number of times. I think it's super important. I sing at the free throw line. It goes back to muscle memory. So you end up taking the thought and the mental aspect out of it and just going back to how you've shot time and time again. That's the biggest thing, is continuing that routine and making a repetitive motion.
Well, we're all waiting. Let's hear your song.
I sing Song Cry by Jay-Z. Same verse every time.
Well, we're all waiting. Let's hear you sing your song.
That's for another game.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Johnson in at the 4. And so here are the Clippers. After the basket by Oklahoma City. On target from range. And with the new CBA, the WNBA reducing free agency restrictions for players. Candace, what effect do you see that having?
Well, this is going to empower players to be able to go and play for organizations they want to play for. It's very important to understand that this is a job. This is exciting, and it is important to be a part of an organization that you want to. So I think that this will just continue to empower players.
And it doesn't hurt to have a little buzz around players going from one team to the next in the offseason. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. A nice shot by Toscano.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Down low. And Markkanen with the stuff.
The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
Pass to Toscano.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
Well, Candace, this is a question I'm sure you've heard before, but growing up, was there a player or players who you patterned your game after?
Well, honestly, I was the biggest Allen Iverson fan. So I was the center that was going out in the game trying to throw passes like AI, trying to dribble and get that crossover. So I really loved watching AI growing up, and C. Webb was another player. I loved his versatility. I loved his ability to get to the basket. So I'd say it's those two.
Nice. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Driving to the basket, and it's Toscano missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Barrett from outside the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Barrett's got 9.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
The ball's knocked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows the innate ability to use change of pace dribbling as an offensive weapon.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's Johnson. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
If Markkanen can do this, play a little bully ball from time to time, watch out.
First team foul.
Markkanen hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up for 3. Drains the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter.
A underrated shooter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit 40% from range at Kentucky.
Here's George. The Thunder pull it in. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Well, Candace, thanks so much for joining us and sharing your insights into the game.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Johnson, guarded closely. And it's Barrett off the drive. Clock at 6. Johnson with a bucket.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. George has got his 2nd bucket on the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow. They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Here's the teardrop. George, no good. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on an 18-4 run, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder,
16 seconds left in the second quarter. Lets it go from the wing. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. George has got 6 points.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Here's Johnson. Can't cash in the 10-footer. And so it's Oklahoma City liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. Back after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny, what was your impression?
Down in the paint, they're doing everything right, seeking out high percentage looks. So far, the defense hasn't had any answer for that. And we'll see if those adjustments that the coaches are making at halftime work.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be ripping into the defense. You need to take some pride on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
first team foul.
Jonas Valanciunas out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Paul George. And it's Toscano in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
At the line for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. At the foul line for one.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Los Angeles shooting around 41%. Here's Toscano. On target from about 13 feet. 5 points in the game.
Very clever how he creates space against a bigger defender.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Here's George. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Allen, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Baisley, he's checked in for the Clippers. Neto comes in for George. The Thunder making a switch here. That free throw good from Allen.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Boy, we've seen a lot of effective signature moves, including yours, the Smitty. Is there a signature move that sticks out to you in today's NBA?
You know, BA, it is. It's the logo three. So many guys like Dame Lillard, Steph Curry, Trae Young shooting it from close to half court. That's my signature move that sticks out to me in today's game. Shaky start to the half, going 1 for 4, still trying to find that groove.
Stolen. Here's Mann. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The persistence of Valanciunas is paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Allen can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Outside Johnson. To the left wing. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Jones, he's checked in for Allen. Johnson comes in for Markkanen. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Johnson. And Lewis is subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Fires at the elbow. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Johnson with a bucket.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Yes, it's good. Give him 8.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he drops the first.
Second team foul. At the line for your Clippers.
It's both from the stripe. The Thunder have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
And here are the Thunder now. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Pass to Toscano. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Another shot. Here's Alexander Walker. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got 7.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Toscano, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Third team foul.
That free throw, no good. The Thunder making a switch here. Barrett's checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Morris Sr.
That one on Morris.
Personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
And they've really displayed a sharp passing game tonight as well. A lot of well-timed assists out there.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. And with Paul George, Graham, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there. But his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
It's good.
Jalen Johnson.
Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
His first shot attempt. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Pass to Lewis. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Now George. 4-3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Gets the 3 to fall.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
3-point basket.
Los Angeles shooting 41% in this game. Pass to Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hey, you're not going to outmuscle Cousins. He converts through contact as well as anyone.
Murphy's shot is off. And the NBA and its players taking an active role socially. Grant, talk about what you're seeing now and how it registers.
Well, you know, it's exciting, it's inspiring, it's patriotic. It's what America is, being able to exercise your voice and helping to form a more perfect union. So that's what it's all about, and I'm excited for the league and its players, and it's inspiring, like I said.
Neto attacking. Jacks up a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth.
Foul, Thunder.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup.
George against Johnson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Toscano, rejected by Allen. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Baisley. Johnson against George. Inside, Baisley. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Markkanen, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Here's Mann, guarded by Barrett. Pass to Valanciunas. And the Clippers miss again.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Crafty move by Shea. He's getting better and better at changing pace.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Toscano, rejected by Allen. And he gets it back. And they're able to recover. Valanciunas. It's Barrett on the wing. Pass to Markkanen. To the middle. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
It's Johnson with a drive. Rejected by George.
2 minutes.
Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Toscano, and there's another one for the Clippers.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Markkanen. Good on the shot.
Comfortable on the offensive end. Markkanen drawing contact, but maintains his focus.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth. Here's Toscano. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
George with the bucket.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's Bazley. It's guarded by Markkanen. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Up top, Johnson. Valanciunas covering. Markkanen misses.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.